severing the past. After a furious march, Edelgard's army restores a measure of peace to the imperiled lands of Hrim, only to learn of a revolt at Fort Mercius, staged by the deposed Duke Aegir. The disturbance in Hrim was but a feint to give those who slither in the dark time to capture Mercius, and eventually the capital of Enbar. But Edelgard moves to thwart them.
Have you heard, Duke Aegir? Viscount Minya has hastened from afar to join your cause. Our houses, Fenya and Menya, share a distant blood ancestor. And now we stand together again to save the Empire from her plight.
Hastened from afar with what? That miserable smattering of soldiers? From what I hear, Menya's heir is a rabid supporter of the Emperor. Are you certain the father is not being foisted on us just to get him out of the picture?
Absolutely not. And besides, all of House Fenya is united behind you. If we appeal to the other lords jointly, I'm certain a multitude of troops will flock to Fort Mercius.
I should hope so. I've no idea why they'd side with that pathetic excuse for an emperor. Only I, Ludwig von Aegir, can restore Adrestia to its former glory.
About those mages, they say they want to, alter the fort's defenses?
Fine, fine. Let them do as they wish. So long as we're outnumbered, we must embrace creative solutions. Edelgard will strike the moment we give any indication we're after the capital. We'll lure her troops inside, then dispose of them all at once. It will be an easy victory.
I always knew you were a brilliant tactician. They will never see it coming. Now, if we might discuss key posts in your future administration.
I can only hope Her Majesty is weak and foolish enough to be so ensnared. It was never my intent to divide the Empire in war. That's not what I wanted. If she'd said one word, indicating there might be a place for me, none of this would have been necessary. Enough. I must purge my mind of such thoughts. I must win. I must prevail over her. And if I cannot, you must be the one to cut me down, Ferdinand.
Damn.
Edelgard, do you have a moment?
Of course, Ferdinand, but please keep it short.
It is about my father. My pleas for a fair trial cost you time and delayed his sentencing. It also gave the Knights of Seiros an opening to conduct their raid, which provided him ample opportunity to stage an escape. I am to blame for all that has transpired.
Let me hurry you along to the point, if I may. What are you going to do about it? Or, more likely, what do you want me to do about it?
Put me in the field when we retake Fort Mercius, and permit me to rectify my own mistake. Will you allow me that?
I was wondering when you'd ask. Don't worry, I've already made the arrangements. But you mustn't do anything reckless. You will stick to the battle plan, and that is a direct order.
Ah, Edelgard, you are the very picture of reason, the very epitome of wise stewardship.
Enough. You can gush over me after the battle if you still feel the urge. We've no idea how things will go after all, and you may be in a very different mood.
True. All the same, I am grateful. Thank you.
You can come out, Hubert. I know you're listening.
I came to give you the latest report, Your Majesty, but decided to wait until this other business reached its conclusion.
Then you know what must be done. Make sure he's given protection.
Oh, I will if I find the time. You do keep me quite busy, after all.
You've found a way to take care of them?
I can assure you, those Cretans will rue ever setting foot in Her Majesty's fortress. They wanted thick walls, and we will give them the thickest ones a coffin can provide.
So you're behind the
This is our
mages.
chance to decimate the forces of those who slither in the dark.
Oh, never mind. Wait, what? What? My confusion aside, what's up, YouTube? It's your Lawrence Aver King D Free Fire here of Nubso. Let's play Fire Emblem Three Hopes. In the last episode, we saved the land of Hrim, as stated in that last cutscene. In this episode, we have to go take on Duke Aegir. But first battle suggestions, I already know because I've actually had to go on this file multiple times to check my supports. For anyone who cares, I actually have options, more activity points, more training points, make everybody happier. I choose happier because I like to get supports of people, actually. Then again, training points. You know what? No, I'm choosing training points. I'm sorry, Ferdy and Monica.
Shall we?
I'm sorry, guys. But I actually really like trading. So, yeah. Alright, so this episode is probably going to be just supports and talking to units on the map, because I think I have a few supports. Oh, never mind, it's just me, Edelgard, and Hubert. It might be faster than I thought.
Good news. We've dislodged another foothold those who slither in the dark held in Empire territory.
Good news. That's great. So, that soldier was one of theirs after all, huh?
He was. It's uncanny how you managed to identify their agents so precisely. Ordinary spies would be one thing, but these villains are another entirely.
I'd like to say it's just intuition, but there's more to it than that. It's my power. Their magic is almost identical to the one I use, so it's not hard for me to pick up on. Guess we have Hubert to thank for connecting the dots between the two.
How strange that you would hold such an important key. The more I look back, the more I realize, without you among our ranks, I may never have broken the stranglehold those who slither in the dark exerted on the Empire.
Me? What did I do?
Our hidden foe was deeply entrenched in almost every facet of the Drestian society. The two were almost inseparable. And so I turned a blind eye to the lives that were being lost to their cruel designs, opting instead to focus my energy on preparing for war. But then you came along and helped show me a way to kill two snakes with one stone, as it were. You were the cog that was missing from the turnwheel, the one final push that urged me to act.
And the reason Monica isn't a corpse.
Right. Well, I'm not sure I can take credit for that, but I'm glad I could be there for you all the same. Really makes me wonder why you all didn't trust me, though.
Yes, I can see your point. It was my mistake. In any case, I'd like you to know just how pleased I am to have you fighting alongside us. You were a perfect stranger who owed nothing to the Empire. Yet you're still here. That means much.
It wasn't that big a deal. I just needed some gold, and figured if anyone was gonna have the coin to spare, it'd be the Empire.
You know, some things are best left unsaid.
Oh, and you were really quick to compliment me back at the academy. That left an impression for sure. I mean, most nobles don't give us mercs the time of day. You were different.
It's nice to hear you say that.
And hey, I was right about you. I wouldn't be shining half as bright as I am today if I didn't hitch my wagon to yours. Trust me, no regrets here.
Yo, wait, what? Why the blush?
Anyway, back to it. Victory is so close I can almost smell it. And I'll be right here by your side the rest of the way. No stopping till we've united all of Fodlan.
We will reach the end of this path soon. All of us. Together.
Except for all the corpses. No, I'm kidding. I'm playing... Actually, no, I'm not playing in casual mode. I'm playing in classic mode. I'm just really fucking good.
Yeah. Why are you always doing that?
A question, if I may. Have you had any further contact with our slithering friends since that day?
Not in the slightest. Why? Do you know something?
Yes, actually. What with the riots in Rim territory and the former Duke Aegir's attempted rebellion. Thanks to that, we now have a lead on the insurgents within the Empire, as well as those who slither in the dark. Speaking to the latter, I also tried to determine if they had been attempting to reach you, or otherwise thought you an ally. But at present, it seems neither is the case, regrettably.
At present? Still don't trust me, do you? In our conversations, the future of the Empire, promoting commoners, I would have hoped you'd ease up at least a little after all that.
Believe me, it brings me no joy and, in fact, some guilt to doubt you so. But I must be prepared for any eventuality. When needs must, I have made even my greatest enemy feel as though they are a trusted friend. Yet, at times I have also shown extreme suspicion towards those who were, in all manners, undeserving of it.
Yeah, I get it. Keep your cards close to the chest. Never let them know what you're actually thinking. You really are something, you know that? I'm just glad we're on the same side.
I must admit, I only tell you all this because I do, in fact, consider you deserving of my trust. Even if you were once connected to those who slithered in the dark, that is clearly behind you now. So believe me when I say, I have the utmost confidence in you.
I'm not sure how much you really mean that, but I'm glad to hear you say it at least. Thanks, Hubert.
How very diplomatic. Just the response I would have expected from you. Enough on that, though. Our problem now is what lurks beneath your mind's veneer.
What do you mean?
I can sense another you, bubbling away behind the one you present to the world.
Arvel?
Call it intuition.
Why can you sense Arvel?
Is that you may one day shed this husk you bear now, and become that someone else entirely.
Another me, huh?
Arvel, please don't take over my
I
mind.
appreciate the concern, but even if that someone does exist, I won't let them overtake me. I mean, come on. I'd shove that other me right back where they came from and earn your trust once and for all. Though, just so we're clear, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Very well. I suppose I will have to take your word. For now. In any case, I hope that as we inscribe Fodlan's new future, we do so with you by our side.
I really thought Arvel would have interjected there. Alright, we're already hit the 15-minute mark, so I'm gonna go do some training and eating, and we'll do whatever supports are left after I'm done with that to end off the episode. So I'll be right back. Alright, we're back for set 2 of the supports. There may be 3 sets, who knows. For now, though, Caspar and Petra.
Leopold von Bergliez, I am challenging you to a duel. Meet me at the time and place designated. Signed, Petra McNeary.
Sorry, but my father won't be coming.
Why not, Caspar?
Because I got a hold of your letter before it could reach him. He doesn't know a thing.
Why are you making interference? You do not have the right.
Because I can't stand the thought of you dying. You're a great fighter, Petra. But you don't have a prayer against my father. You've got to know that.
Then you can be dying in his place, Caspar von Bergliez!
Huh? What the... Why are you backing away? Just finish me off.
That would be achieving nothing.
I thought you said you were gonna kill me in my father's place.
I was losing control of my emotions.
Okay, so now what? You gonna start following my father around again?
What are you thinking?
I don't know. I mean, I know he killed your father, so if you really hate him that much, then go for it, I guess. But I'm gonna try and stop you because I don't want you two killing each other.
Caspar, for certain reasons that are not being public, I am Queen of Brigid now. A queen cannot be acting on personal grudges.
Then why did you challenge my father to a duel?
I do not know. It was a mistake. It was not normal for me.
Well, I guess even a queen can't push her feelings down forever. I can't imagine what it must have been like to go through what you did. But I think I can still relate. Hey, here's an idea. From now on, take it out on me.
No, this is silliness. There is no point in killing you.
I'm not talking about killing, Petra. What I want you to do is unload on me. Tell me off. Just talk to me about whatever it is you're feeling.
Oh, I thought you might beat the shit out of you.
Dump it on me. If you want to hit something, I'm your guy.
Oh, there it is.
I just want us to keep being friends. All right?
We will stay friends by yelling and hitting? I am not certain that is the kind of friendship I am wanting. But I am thanking you all the same. I will be giving it thought.
Great. Then just tell me when you need me.
That was an interesting one. Alright, Bernie Bear. Yeah. Ah, Marianne. The besties.
Wow, your painting is brilliant, Marianne.
It's not anything special.
Sure it is. I mean, especially since this is basically your first time. You're a natural. But me? I was born with a chronic lack of painting skill.
That's not true at all. I think your work is gorgeous. The sky and earth seem to leap off the canvas.
Oh, you really think so?
And what's more, I couldn't help but notice your ability on the horse as we rode here. You overflow with talent, Bernidetta. Never doubt it.
That horse thing is just because I'm a noble. They made me practice all the time when I was young. Though yeah, I've done a lot of riding both on and off the battlefield lately. You've really inspired me to be better.
I would expect nothing less than such an effort from you, Bernidetta.
Say, Marianne, what do you want to do when this war is over?
Well, if it were allowed, I'd love to go to a forest where sunlight filters through the leaves, and read a book while surrounded by small animals.
Why would that not be allowed?
Surrounded by animals? I mean, that's a lovely dream.
What do you want to do, Bernidetta?
I'll tell you, but it has to stay between us, okay? I'm, writing a story, and I'd like to finish it.
You are so very full of talent. I have such respect for you.
Oh, it's not so much. But hey, I just thought of a new story. Okay, so it's about a girl in a remote forest who talks to animals and makes friends with them.
Wait, isn't that...
Yes. I totally plagiarized your life. I just thought it would be fun to turn your dream into a story.
It is a book I would very much like to read. Please do let me see it if you ever finish.
Oh, okay, Bernie. Pressure's on now.
I look forward to it.
In that case, maybe you could actually teach me about the forest animals? You know so much, Marianne. Honestly, I'd love to just sit and talk about whatever with you.
That sounds wonderful.
Then it's a promise. We'll talk each other's ears off.
It is a promise indeed.
Okay, and finally, Dorathea and Monica. Monica's final simp target.
Dorathea, are you all right? I heard you were injured in our latest battle.
I'm fine. I can't say the same for my clothes, but at least my body will heal up quickly.
Oh, what a relief. It would be terrible if you were wounded, but even a single scar marring your perfect skin would be a tragedy.
No need to make such a fuss over it. I have plenty of scars already, Mommy.
I'm aware, but a large one would present a different type of problem altogether.
Wait, how do you know that I have scars? Actually, no, I'd rather not find out.
So I guess the army doesn't have communal bathing.
By the way, Dorathea, there's something I was hoping to ask you. I heard you were hurt because you hesitated to kill an opponent and left yourself open to an attack. Is that true?
It is. My enemy was a young child, and she was all skin and bones. I thought perhaps she was an orphan, and pity stayed my hand.
So it is true.
I'm sorry. I suppose my failure to act must have been something of a burden on everyone else.
I don't consider you a burden. But still, why do you keep fighting if you have such a kind heart? How can you even stand it? Don't you want to run away? Don't you want to leave the army and return to your opera company?
Oh, of course. The little voice inside my head is always telling me to pack up and go. But I have too much self-respect to do that. Or perhaps I'm simply too tied to my position. If I hadn't been given the opportunity to become a songstress, if I'd remained an orphan, I might well be in the same position as the child I face today. I might have been pressed into battle without being taught how to fight properly. I doubt I would have lasted long out on the battlefield. And when I think about that, I can't run away. I can't be the only one to flee to safety when everyone else is in danger.
I had no idea.
Plus, Adi matters a lot to me. I want to stay by her side and support her. You know all about what that's like, right? Even though you have the option of working in the capital, you've chosen to stay here and fight.
Well, you have me there. No matter what hardships might come, I can't imagine ever abandoning her.
That makes two of us.
Dorothea? My apologies. There's something I need to confess. I went to Her Majesty and asked her to reassign you to the rear guard. But after speaking to you, I now realize that was a great mistake. Even if it's difficult, and even if you get hurt, you still have a desire and a right to be on the front with Lady Edelgard.
You don't have to apologize, Mommy. I understand. So, let's keep giving everything we've got to this fight.
Yes! With the two of us at her side, Her Majesty will be flanked by beautiful flowers. Wait, Her Majesty is also a beautiful flower, so,
An army of flowers.
We shall bloom. An army of countless flowers bursting into full glory.
Hey, I guessed it, kind of. Alright, now to cook. You guys will either see me signing off in the kitchen or doing more supports in the kitchen. Alright, we only have one more support to end off the episode. Ferdy and Petra.
Ah, Petra. Just the lady I have been looking for.
are you needing something, Ferdinand?
Why, yes. I do need something.
Ravishing lady, princess from a foreign land, how sharp and true the swords you hold in your hand. Wilt thou not spar with me?
Why?
How was that? Did I do it correctly? I want to be certain I understood the Brigid way.
What?
You see, I was perusing a book on your customs the other day. It was there that I came across a description of the proper way in which to make a request of members of the Brigid royal family. Apparently, one is supposed to improvise their need in the form of a song, while performing a small jig or rondo. I find it to be a most lovely tradition.
I think it's supposed to be a war dance, buddy.
I am not knowing of this tradition.
You do not know it? But I am correct that song and dance are very important in your homeland, yes?
Yes, that is a truth. We are often singing and dancing as tribute to the spirits.
Then it has nothing to do with the royal family?
Ah, now I have understanding. Something has gotten lost inside of the translation. The ruler of Brigid is often asking the spirits for protection. This involves singing and dancing both. The members of the royal family are not witnessing the performance, they are doing the performance. Also, it is for special occasions only. No one bursts into a song with suddenness. That is strange.
Yes, I am discovering that for myself. I was convinced that Brigid must have some manner of odd custom that defies Fodlan convention.
Ferdinand, what land of silliness are you thinking I am from?
Brigid.
What? No, this is all going quite horribly. This is what I deserve for trusting that ridiculous book.
Do not be worrying. Even books of greatness may contain mistakes. I once was reading that all Fodlan nobles are born in wells. Can you be imagining?
What? Wealth, you mean?
Ridiculous notion.
It was even within the title. Fodlan's Nobility. A day in the life of the Wellborn.
That's not what that means.
Wellborn is actually a word. It means one who is born into a noble bloodline.
I am knowing that, Ferdinand. I was having a joke.
Your jokes suck.
I am not breaking into songs and dances, but I am breaking out the dictionary when I have the need.
A joke? I must say, this is quite surprising, Petra. You are unearthing my ignorance in spades today. This is twice you have made me dine on dirt in a single conversation.
Unearth? Spades? Dirt! Ah, I am understanding. You are having cleverness.
Incorrect.
Well, no, that was merely a coincidence, but I am glad you enjoyed it.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Fire Emblem Free Hopes as much as I enjoyed made for you all. If you enjoyed and feel I deserve it, you can donate to me at buymeacoffee.com/KingD353. For as low as all your jobbers, or chat, play video games, share memes, and have ourselves a grand old time. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see all you beautiful people later. Deuces, YouTube.